Oh,
Hey,
okay. Are you ready, Ryan?
yeah,
I'm just gonna ask you a few questions.
all right.
So, thank you for agreeing to this interview as a part of my history class at Sacramento City College. As part of this class, we are acting as working historians by doing this interview. Our goal is to create a record of the COVID era because we know this will be seen as a historic moment in the future. I have a few questions for you. Let's begin. Did you experience a transition from in person to online during COVID? If so, how did that affect your ability to learn?
Yes, all my classes transitioned from um, in person to online, and this affected me because um, a lot of I feel like my ability to learn is has a lot to do with like interaction with teachers and professors, and I feel like that experience significantly like degraded as we move as like we all moved to online.
Okay. How did going through COVID change your routine on a daily basis?
It definitely since a lot of things turned virtual, it definitely affected my self-discipline since I had to force myself to do a lot of things that otherwise I would have done normally if everything was in person.
Did you make any changes to your goals while going through COVID?
Um, I would say not particularly. It was just more of a change of routine rather than a change in what I wanted to do in my life, if that makes sense.
Did your crew, people you spend time with in person or through media, change because of COVID?
Not really. I believe most of my friends also transitioned, or we also communicated like virtually through like social media and stuff. So I feel like my friend group mostly stayed the same throughout the transition during COVID.
Do you think your bond grew more because through media, or do you think being in person was better for you?
Um, I feel like it was about the same between in person and through social media, that kind of stuff. Because while in person, our interactions were more like, I don't know how to say, our interactions were more like natural. On social media, it was more like direct, in the sense like it was like mostly texting inside our friend group rather than just everyone. That makes sense.
So COVID did not change the way you connected with friends, family, classmates, and your community.
Um, I'd say it didn't really change how I interacted with my friends. It was more with like other parts of my community, such as like other classmates, since I didn't really connect to them as I would have if it was in person.
What role did social media and the news play in your experiences during COVID?
Um, since everything turned virtual, I feel like social media and the news definitely helped me be like informed about the ongoing situation with COVID. So yeah, I'd say that would be the main role, just keeping me informed about what's going on in the real world. as everything turned virtual.
How do you think going through COVID has shaped you as an individual? For instance, who were you before March 2020 and who are you now? What changed?
Um, this is kind of a repeat of the answer I said before, but I feel like I've definitely grown as a person in terms of how I'm able to like discipline myself rather than just like saying that I have to do this thing as part of my routine because it's part of my daily life. I feel like I understand more about why I do it and how it keeps me healthy as like part of my routine.
If you could relive the past 2 years, what would you do differently?
I would definitely reach out to like connections or friendships that I kind of lost throughout COVID rather than just letting it fade away as a result of not or just like ghosting them, if that makes sense. Since like I value friendships, but I just kind of felt lazy with some. So that's definitely something I would change.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say
Um,
about COVID,
Not
or it
particularly.
can, I mean, it can be about COVID or about what changed, anything else that you can think of.
Um, hmm, I feel like while COVID definitely um, negatively impacted like a lot of people, like, including me, like ours, like social ability. That's a word. It also like exposed many things that could like potentially benefit ourselves in the future, like showing what things can be done virtually and like that kind of stuff.
Great, great. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts and your time. I'm going to end this interview in just a moment. This project for my history class is part of a collaboration with Stanford University in their Life in Quarantine Global Archive. If you approve, our interview will be housed online, so we would be online content creators. If you do not want this interview shared, it will only go to my professor, Holly, from Sacramento City College and a Stanford Fellow this year. If you'd like to ask questions, I can give you her contact information. Are you comfortable with this being online?
Yes.
Um, Thank you again. And that's it.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Ryan, for doing this.
No problem.
And I can give you her contact email if you'd like.
Or like give my email to them or
Oh, no, it's just in the interview is, well, they were just saying if you have any questions.
I think I'm okay with that.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.